Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to another Monday Night Live at Cafe Gratitude. So tonight we have with us Don Weaver, and he's going to be talking about how to remineralize the earth. Before we begin, though, with Don, I want to talk a few business things here, as usual. My name is Steven. My partner, who is the usual MC, is Shea Baird. If you don't know who Shea is a local colon hydrotherapist. She's been doing that for about 9 years. We have an office in Santa Rosa where we do food allergy and sensitivity testing. We do cleansing and a few other modalities. Please take the time, go to our website, which is www.shealynnbaird.com, and check it out. Also, I wanted to remind you, you can sign up for Shea's newsletter either on the website or we have a sign-up sheet down here. With the newsletter, it will tell you weekly who we've got upcoming at Monday Night Live with a 5-minute interview, an audio interview with them, so that you know if it's something that you're interested in coming to see. And along with that, you also get access to the past speaker archive because we video all of these, so you can see all the previous ones that you may have missed. Coming up the next few weeks, on June 22nd, we've got Bruce Horowitz, who's going to be speaking on the topic, The Time is Ripe, Saving the Planet and Ourselves One Bite at a Time. That's the Raw Institute of Permaculture Education. On June 29th, we've got Sherry Soria, Make Your Life Extraordinary. Why be ordinary when you can be extraordinary? On July 6th, Dr. Rick Dina. His topic is what you need to know to water fast and juice fast successfully. And on July 13th, Blake Bertling is a master NLP practitioner, The Road to the Authentic Self. So definitely come check those out. Also, if you have not heard yet about the Santa Rosa Raw Health Expo, that'll be coming to Santa Rosa July 25th and 26th. You can go to rawhealthexpo.com. Looks like it's going to be a great event, a lot of really great speakers there. Tonight, we've got Don Weaver. Don has been an ecologist, gardener, and raw food vegan for 32 years. In the last 25 plus years, he's built a reputation for being an authority and advocate on the topic of his life's passion, which is global soil remineralization and earth regeneration by way of using rock powders and planting fruit trees. Co-author of the book, The Survival of Civilization, and author of the book, To Love and Regenerate the Earth. He's also written many articles for Living Nutrition magazine, which, if you're familiar with that, it's now known as Vibrance. So tonight, Don's topic is Gratitude is as gratitude does. Who wants to remineralize and regenerate the earth? Please give a big hand for Don Weaver.
Thank you very much. I'll wait till Steven's set up over here. You ready? Okay.
Ready to go.
Does anyone know where I picked up or where I paraphrased the title? Gratitude is as gratitude does. Just curious. Forrest Gump, yes. I used to say, my mom always said, stupid is as stupid does, and somehow that morphed into the title, and I think it applies because I think the next step from gratitude in our hearts and inside of ourselves is to extend it out into the world and in relation to everyone else and to the plant and animal creatures on the earth and to the earth as a living whole. So that's what I would like to focus on tonight, focus on the whole if that's possible, the whole earth at least. I think the rest of the universe is doing quite well at the moment, so I think if we focus on the earth's problems, maybe we can start to resolve any that haven't been taken care of adequately. One of those I feel is the depletion of soil minerals and organic matter and life in the soil. Before I get into that, I'll just give you a brief background of how I got interested in raw foods and health. I was going to school at UC Berkeley on a basketball scholarship back when I was around 19 in 1975, and I began noticing among my 30,000 fellow students there was hardly anyone that really seemed to be happy and healthy, and everyone seemed so depressed and physically ill and overstressed, but also malnourished. And there was something, I didn't know exactly why, but everyone seemed so unhealthy, and often with that unhappiness goes along for the ride. So that got me thinking and inquiring what's going on here. What are the causes of human health and human happiness? So I began studying those more seriously than I was my regular coursework, and as seriously as I was playing basketball, which was seriously for a while there. But then I began to realize there's a lot more important things going on Earth and ways I might contribute than on the basketball court. So I became a vegetarian when I was 19 after beginning to study health and nutrition, and I realized the sort of semi-militaristic approach of our basketball coach didn't quite fit with my dawning new ethics of compassion for all living things, and I couldn't quite get into the spirit of the violent practices he was advocating. So anyway, I went in and retired from the basketball team and thanked him for his assistance along the way, and I began more seriously studying health and nutrition, and soon I began reading books which were fairly scarce back then. They're certainly abundant now, but books on raw food nutrition and healthy natural living, and searched them out and ordered a lot from health research publications, and began a real study of that. And before long I realized what I hope will be obvious to everyone sooner or later, or tonight, that there's a very intimate relationship between the health of our bodies and the health of the soil and the whole earth environment. And we can't really be fully healthy unless the earth is fully healthy, and vice versa. We're obviously not separate from the earth, but actually intimate and crucial parts of the earth, and conscious species that can obviously have the potential to do tremendous harm and also potential to do tremendous good. So let's talk about what some of the good things are that we can do. My studies led me to, again, organic gardening, organic agriculture, soil fertility, what natural food is for human beings and how we can grow it most optimally. I studied a lot about natural hygiene, which is the art and science of health by healthful living. So that includes raw food nutrition and also healthy living in every respect. From enough rest and sleep and fresh air and sunshine, and obviously healthy relationships with each other and with the environment as a whole. So I was glad to realize health isn't just about diet, but a whole balanced way of living, which I've tried to do in my own life for the last 32 years now. I've been 100% raw and vegan and feeling great the whole time. No regrets on taking this path, but of course it has to be done intelligently, and it helps tremendously if you can have your own garden space and at least grow some of your own very rich food on rich soil. The big thing now, it seems, in raw food nutrition is superfoods, and everyone's talking about superfoods. I feel it's important to point out that all foods can be superfoods if we enrich the soil to the extent that we're growing our foods on super soil, if you want to use that terminology. There was actually a book written back in 1956, which I read when I was in my early 20s, called Superfoods from Super Soil by Dr. Raymond Bernard. And this is one of the early books that inspired me to realize that ordinary organic agriculture practices were not necessarily producing the highest quality food. As I became a vegan and a student of ecology and agriculture, I realized that a lot of organic agriculture is based on animal slaughterhouse byproducts, and this was obviously didn't fit in with my vegan ethics, and also just with the idea of using things like blood meal and bone meal and feather meal and hoof and horn meal, things that are commonly used in organic agriculture, also got me thinking and looking for alternatives. So becoming a serious gardener when I was about 20, I went to the Farallones Institute in Sonoma County after I left UC Berkeley and took their whole life systems course. You might know the Farallones, which is now called the Occidental Arts and Ecology Center out in Occidental, California, here in Sonoma County.